Hey viewers, Rain City Wrench here. You just don't know what's going to come into the shop. I'm working on a 2013 Durango. It's got the 3.6 liter. It came in for a ticking noise. It wasn't really loud, but it had a cadence of a lifter, and I kind of isolated it to the driver's side, so I've pulled the valve cover on it. Let me show you what I found. Okay, let's take a gander under here. You can see the journals here on the camshafts look pretty good on both of them. Exhaust is here, intake's here. You come back here and you look at this last intake camshaft journal. See if I can zoom in here for you and hold it steady. It's ground down right there, and on this back side, see it's supposed to look like this. Down here is the roller rocker and the lifter underneath of it. Should be tight. This one back here is loose. Can move it on the other side here. It's about impossible to show you from this angle, but on the back side of that, the roller bearing must have failed and it sunk into the rocker. When I get this off, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. Now you need to have special tools to do this. There's one. You unlock the tensioner over here, you put this wedge in, it pushes the guide back, and then you put this other wedge, it goes in here, locks both of these phasers, and you pull these forward, you can remove the cam. Well, I don't have those, and I was looking online, it's going to be quite a few days to get it. I guess I could go up a Dodge dealer, see if I could borrow one, but I'm going to wing it, and I do a lot of that here. So if you don't have the tool, just see if you can do it without it, and I think I can. I'm gonna rig up something here to wedge down in there, and we're gonna make it work. I'll show you. Here's what I came up with. I wedged a hose in between the phasers here. I made a tool out of mechanics wire, so you can release the tensioner down here, release the pawl in it. Then I can wedge this piece of hose down there to hold this chain guide back, and then pull both the bolts out, and then run this mechanics wire underneath of them. That holds it up, holds kind of everything intact, and just kind of work this forward a little bit, and able to snake the cam right out the top. Worked really good. Here's the damaged cam lobe. Right there, it's ground down, and a little bit on the inside too, or the outside. Here's what caused it. The little needle bearings inside the roller lifter went out. That's not supposed to do that. Here's a good one. So we're going to change all this on this intake cam on the driver's side, fix that up. Okay, they want the cam 30 degrees before top dead center to put it in the neutral position. And then start snugging down those cam caps. All right, from the rest, or from here, the rest will be done by hand. I don't want these two valves here to collapse. I can't roll the crank back, so that's why I'm holding it here. These two can compress. I've got to go about 30 degrees to get this lined up. I'm trying to keep it as much as possible in the neutral position while I work it down gently, making sure it's still freed up and I'm not scoring anything or binding anything. That's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and run it up and get it somewhat lined up. Let's see if we can work this phaser back on. So far so good. It's like it went on smooth. Cam caps get tightened to 84 inch-pounds. Alright, and the phaser bolts get tightened to 110 foot-pounds. Okay, 110 foot-pounds it is. You want to tighten these up while the chain tensioner is still in the slack position. You don't want the tensioner to, quote, overextend and apply too much pressure. You want the engine to turn over and it to extend to its natural position. There we go. There we go. Whew. Okay. So now we're ready to pull the hose that runs down here for the chain guide and let the tensioner spring itself out. All of our marks are lined up because I never took anything off. Cam caps are torqued. Everything's in its groove. We're ready to put this thing back together. Okay, I'm going to rotate this engine over just a little bit. That should do it. Another satisfied customer. Yeah, this thing's nice and quiet now. No check engine light. Took it on a test drive. Drives perfect. All good to go. I hope you subscribe so you don't miss out. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to click the bell. Feel free to make comments below. I'd love to hear them. Happy motoring, and see you in the next one.